YouTube? It's your girl Jasmine again. I am back with another video right after the other video. Okay, we posting twice a day today because the last video was, you know, it was a general video on how to make extra money during the holidays, but I was watching back on it, and since I have extra time, I was like, I want to touch more about on the motivational part. I feel like this is the time to just spread positivity. So I have these quotes. I mentioned a quote in the last video about you could either say one day or you can make this day one. I want to share to y'all my notes that I've taken about quotes that have changed my perspective in life. So I don't really know what I'm gonna title this video, but I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow. Also, it's day 3 of Vlogmas. Your girl is doing good. So yeah. So I have a long, like super long list of notes that I've written down. Like if I hear like a quote that really changes, like touches me or changes my perspective, then I put it in my notes. And I just want to share that with y'all. So these are just life facts that'll change your perspective on life. Disclaimer, I didn't write where I got all of these quotes from. I just jotted these down in my notes. So if I said something that somebody said, I don't want to take the credit for them, okay? I'm just putting it out there right now. I'm going to try to be kind of quick with this video, but also touch on the quotes, but at the same time, it's just going to be like, it's so many things. Like, y'all already saw the list, so I'm going to just start reading them, okay? There's something to learn from everyone, no matter how big or small. So take from that what you want. Like, it's something to learn from everybody. Whether they're a millionaire or homeless, it's something to learn from everybody. Don't ever overlook somebody because you think they're above you or beneath you. It's always something to learn from somebody. I promise you. We've all experienced different lives, and I feel like we've all acquired different knowledge. So, like, we can always pass something on to somebody else that either had similar experience or didn't, but you don't know how that could inspire them or how they could inspire you. So just yes, our words have power, so choose wisely. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, okay? If you always talking about I'm broke, that's what your reality is going to be. I don't know how y'all feel about the whole manifesting and stuff like that, but what you speak is really real. So speak it into your reality, because I promise you, what you speak, and the devil hears your words. So if you keep speaking negative, if you keep complaining about a situation, and you wonder why it's just getting worse, and it's getting worse because you shining light on the bad. I feel like when good things happen, we praise God. When bad things happen, it's like we keep complaining. It's almost like we're praising the bad. And you don't want to praise the bad in your life, so don't give it that much attention. Don't give it that much. Don't speak so heavy on that. You only have one chance to be great today, so seize it. You get one first impression, so show out every time. Every time. Anytime you walk in a room full of new people, and this is another thing that I learned, I don't even know if this is in the notes, but anytime you walk in a room, walk with your head up. Stop walking with your head down. Somebody told me in high school that once, and that stuck with me. Like, they were like, why are you walking with your head down? You're gonna miss out on stuff, or something they said. And I was like, you know what? That's deep. Like, that's true. And I used to be that type of person to always walk with my head down. Like, but now, you demand the respect in any room that you walk in. So if you walk in looking insecure, people are going to pick up on that. And also, they might even try to play with you and treat you any type of way. You demand that respect. You walk in at any room. I don't care where you, I don't care if you walking on the sidewalk. Don't be one of the people that be acting like you on your phone. No, let people see you. Walk past that group of people that you're nervous to walk past, and keep your head high. Okay? Keep your head high just all the time. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. Heavy on that. Not everyone is going to like you. We cannot please everybody in this world. It's always going to be somebody that got something to say about you, somebody that don't like something about you. But you know what? It's your life. At the end of the day, you're the only you in this whole world. I don't care if you have a twin. It's only one you in this world. Okay? You wake up and go to sleep every day in your own body with your own thoughts from your own perspective. So nobody else really matters. Nobody else's opinion really matters. Okay? It's all about up to you to be the best you that you could be today. Don't try to please everybody else. Please yourself. Do what's best for you, okay? Everyone's not gonna like you. I used to be a people-pleasing person, but you know, you just gotta accept it and move on. Because at the end of the day, we still blessed, okay? And God's gonna keep blessing us. And if we fall, okay. I still got somewhere to be, so let's keep on going. But if you can't beat the fear, just do it scared. Hello? If you're nervous about something, walking out on the stage, I don't know, whatever you gotta do. If you're nervous about anything, if you can't beat the fear, just do it scared. You gotta just do it. Because you might miss out on something and like, because you was scared and then it didn't even turn out to be that. God's more interested in your character than your comforts. Okay? Hello? 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 So when we're going through things and you might be like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why can't I just be at peace? You know, life might be teach you a lesson. That's because God is trying to mold your character than your comfort. Maybe this isn't a season for you to be comfortable. You got to be a little uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Okay? Like I said in one of my videos about the snake, when they shed their skin, you know, sometimes you got to grow out of that old environment. You got to grow out of that old self, okay, in order to grow. So just think about that. What's understood don't have to be explained. Okay, always aspire to be the realest in the room. Care, but do not carry. When it comes to, if you're an empath like me, when it comes to holding other people's emotions, care about them. Don't show that you don't care. Don't be nonchalant, but do not carry. Do not carry someone else's trauma, someone else's heaviness, because it can weigh your heart down. God removes people out of your life because he heard conversations that you didn't hear. New levels, new devils. As you elevate, it's going to be new things coming to knock you down. New people coming out hating. Just everything. Just the world going to be, you going to be wondering why you was doing so good. Like you elevate, now it seems like you're going backwards. It's because the higher that you go, the more pressure. Okay. Before your blessing comes, oh, that leads into this next one. Before your blessing comes, everything's going to fall apart to test your faith. So just because things might not be going your way, don't think that don't mean that's because that blessing is coming, okay? Just remind yourself that. The best teacher in the world is always going to be failure, okay? Don't worry about taking that L. Turn that L to a lesson, okay? Or whichever way to y'all. Turn that L into a lesson. The best teacher in the world is failure. You're wasting your years away worrying about things that don't matter. You never know what day will be your last. Nothing is more important than your happiness. I don't even have to elaborate on that. Life begins on the other side of fear and suffering. The quieter you become, the more you will be able to hear. Sometimes it's okay to just observe. Observe the room, observe people, because people really tell you who they are. Okay? People really tell you who they are. You can just feel the vibes, feel the energy. People need to have discernment, okay? Because it's been many times where I've been in a situation with people that I just knew, like, I just knew that they wasn't a good company for me. And then something that happened. And then I'm like, see, that could have been avoided if I just stood on business and never even let them in my presence in the first place. But anyways, the quieter you become, the more you'll be able to hear. Attachment is the root of suffering, okay? Attachment. We live in a world of lust. We live in a world of social media. People be stalking people. People be losing their minds over just, he not texting me back. He not calling me back. Attachment. People be heartbreaking and taking their existence away over attachment, because they're attaching, not even people, things. You can be addicted to something. You can just, attachment is the root of suffering. So we don't own anything. Everything in life is an experience. People, we don't own the people that come in our lives. We don't own anything, okay? So just don't find yourself getting too attached, especially to negative things. Elevation requires separation. If you learn something, you gain something. So even if a situation turns out bad, if you can take away something from it, then you gain something. Don't ever think that you walked away from something. That could be a relationship. Don't ever think that you walked away with nothing, okay? Even if they treated you bad, you learned a new boundary that you have. You learned something. Take care of yourself at the root level. An apple doesn't grow from the trunk of a tree. It grows from the arms and the branches. So it's important to make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can produce and expand and grow. I cannot expect more love from an individual if I accept a lack of love for myself. Before they bite, they bark. Pay attention to people. Pay attention to people just like dogs. Before they attack you, they'll bark. That goes with staying silent and hearing. Just pay attention. If heaven is activated by faith, hell is activated by doubt. Be uncomfortable in doubts. When you get that mentality, when your mental, when the devil started attacking your mind and have you thinking you can't do this, you can't do that, and you start doubting yourself or doubting your situation, look, be uncomfortable in it, because that's triggering that. You need to speak life. The things you can't change you. We need to stop trying to control situations that are out of our control, okay? And if you can't change it, don't let it change you. If you can't change a person, don't let that person change you. If you can't change something about yourself that you might not like, don't let it change you. Embrace it, okay? Embrace those things. Wanting something is acknowledging the lack of it. That goes into speaking it. Even if you don't have it, don't always say, I want. Start saying, I have. Even if you sound delusional, I have $1 million. You have $1 million. We have $1 million, okay? Just that simple. We have life. We have health. Claim it. Don't say I want. Say you have. Be somewhere that you're appreciated and not tolerated. If you feel it in your stomach, it's your intuition. If you feel it in your chest, it's your fear. Pay attention to your body as it is your guidance system. It's never a bad time to be good. Steward well what is not yet working. I think I got that from a sermon. Steward well what is not yet working. I feel like God will give you a small blessing first to see how you can handle it before he'll give you that big blessing. So just whatever it is that you have in your life right now, it's about to be time for me to go soon, but whatever situation that you are in, work with what you have, okay? Dream about your future, but make that the reality by stewarding well what is not yet working. If you have a business and it might not be working, you might not be getting the clientele, still steward it. Keep going. Still keep working on it. Keep it, because it will work, okay? One day it will. Whatever you identify as the source of your stress will determine where you'll seek your peace. I'ma just let y'all sink that one in for a minute. None of your stress is within the present moment. Now it can be. I heard this before, but let me put it into this perspective. Sometimes we can't be stressed in the current moment, okay? But a lot of our stress, a lot of our anxiety comes from what we either think will happen or what has happened in the past. But just breathe. You're here. You're breathing. You're still alive. No matter what you've been through, your heart's still beating. You're still here, okay? So the decisions that you're making right now determine your future. Not what you think is going to happen. We really be in our heads a lot about the future, and we haven't even seen the future. You don't know what the next couple hours, you don't know what's going to happen in the next couple hours, but we just assume that we know what's going to happen because of our past, because of our routine. I assume that when I go to work, you know, I'm gonna have my first 4 hours, I'm gonna go to lunch, and then this. But I don't know what, something might interfere with that, and I just don't know. But we just assume because that's just, you know, that's how it is every day, and that's how, you know, I'm thinking in the future. But just be present. Be present. That's the takeaway. Be present. When you love what you have everything you need. So let's, again, stop acknowledging the lack of something. Love what you have everything you need. There's a reason. Oh, somebody told me this on TikTok Live, and I put it in my notes. And if I could find them, then I'll tag them. But he said there's a reason why the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. Hello? Okay? Stop worrying about what's behind you and focus on what's in front of you. Take that how y'all want. I got 8% on my camera, so let me hurry up. You have never been in this exact moment before, so you don't need to pretend like you know exactly what to do. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. It's never too late. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you're going. All these quick come-ups and stuff, look, if it's happening slowly, at least it's happening. Okay? At least it's happening. Surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. Don't surround yourself with people who look at you sideways and stuff when you come around. Surround yourself with people who are genuine. The top of one mountain is the bottom of the next one, so keep climbing. When you reach one goal, set another one. Keep going, because you never know. You never know. It's always surpass whatever. Go past your limits. You know, well, not all the time. Don't go past your limits. But I'm saying, say you set a goal for yourself. You hit that, okay, boom. Set another one. Eagles don't fly with chickens. Sometimes you gotta understand that just because y'all are two beings doesn't mean that y'all are in the same need to be together. Don't they have a story about that? An eagle and a chicken or something like that? Chickens, eagles don't fly with chickens. You were born an eagle, okay? You're an eagle. Stop going down there trying to be with them chickens. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So if you're in a situation where that person keep being toxic to you or just anything, and you're deciding to stay, at some point we gotta take accountability and say and realize that pain is inevitable. People are gonna break your heart. Things are gonna happen in life that are gonna hurt. Okay, we're gonna be hurt in life mentally. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen. You know, but suffering, continuing, intentional suffering. Now I know that there are situations. I put this in my notes because I heard it somewhere and I put it, but intentional suffering. I mean, as in like just saying, I know this generation glamorizes like toxicity and arguing and doing all this and all that back and forth. This generation they love that. I don't. Me? No. Okay, I love my peace. I'm heavy on my peace. So just, if you know that you're that type of person that values your peace, don't keep putting yourself in a situation with people that disturb that, okay? You rather be by yourself thugging it out than to be in a situation where it's weighing you down. And this is my last one. If it's worth having, it's worth working for. So anything that you can think about, put in that work, okay? Meet him halfway. Meet God halfway, okay? So, yeah, I got 5%. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to catch y'all. So hopefully I'll upload both of these videos for my 3rd day of Vlogmas. And like, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all with my 5%.